Alright. Goddamn. Alright, hey guys. As I said, I'm doing a video on how to make one of these things into something like this. Fully functional booster box. Just kind of. And boom. What you will need is as follows: a measuring implement, rulers, this, another tape measure style thing, obviously a box, some tape. Scotch tape is probably the best bet, scissors, and of course a writing utensil. Pen or pencil will work. So yeah, ignore my failure. So let's begin. The first thing you're gonna want to do is, see right here and right here, you're gonna want to cut and take this main bit of art off. So you'll have a box looking like this and a piece of art like this. Obviously my box is kinda messed up. Obviously the better condition yours is in, the better it will look. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is, this part's a bit time consuming, but you're going to want to take the tabs off of here, 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 and here. These are glued in, so go slowly so you don't tear anything. This is probably going to be the hardest part that can be messed up, so I'll join you when it's all done again. You're gonna end up with a box that's gonna be spread open like this. I wish I could get a magnet here. Actually, I'll just pull out. So next up, you'll notice that the inside tabs right here, these are on the sides. These are roughly 2 5/8 of it. Well, 2 5/8 inches right here. So what you're going to do is, from here all the way to over here, you're going to measure out 2 5/8. And I will come back when I have marked it. Oh, and once you're done, you're going to want to have a straight edge to go from the bottom all the way to the top. I'll come back when this is all done to show you what it looks like. Alright, so it'll look something like this. And then you're going to want to cut on these parts right here, also up here, and here. You want to leave the middle parts here alone. Alright, so once you've got all the flaps cut out, middle still intact, you're going to want to fold on these lines. Obviously you're going to want to be very careful, so do it slowly, take your time, obviously. So yeah, see there. Another thing you're probably going to want to do is use maybe the scissors here that you have to flatten the crease, like so. You're going to want to be careful not to scratch it, but just push down that. So there's a little tip right there. This will help get a stronger crease. So yeah, once all your creasing is done, now you get to start folding the box. You can fold this any way you like, but I personally prefer having the art on the outside, and then you still have all this fun stuff, but more on that later. So yeah, once you get to this part, there are a few things you can do if you want to. You can cut this off, this tab right here, otherwise it'll just be sticking out on the side. You'll definitely either have to tape it or glue it down. So I would say, in my opinion, I'd cut it not exactly on the crease, a bit farther out to the towards this, just so you can tape it down a bit easier, but it won't be too much of a hassle. So yeah, when you're finished taping all this up, you make sure you get the bottom, obviously, like this, and tape all this up down here. I'll show you all that in a second, just what it'll look like. Final thing before I get to the tape stuff. If you notice right here, there's normally a tab right on this side, but I cut that off just so that way there's only one of these, otherwise there'll be two in the way. And I prefer there only being one, so it makes it easier to push in. So yeah, next up, taping. So here we are with it all taped up. Right here, so I cut this part of the tab off. Now if you look up top, you've got these three things right here. Now you're gonna have to choose which one you want to cut off of these two, but more on that later. So once you're here, you want to cut this area up here by the crease, just the crease right here, and then you're going to choose which one of these side tabs you're going to want to cut off. You could technically have two if you really wanted to, but honestly, I mean, one's good enough because this is what'll be holding your cards inside. So come back when that's all done. Tip on which side, if you want to choose one, depending on if you're going for aesthetics or not. It's kind of hard to see on these ones considering there isn't that much art left. But normally the one that has the more art on it's better, but there's either going to be the intro pack or the fat pack to choose from, so it's your call. I'm going to go with the fat pack because it reminds me of myself because I am a fat ass. So yeah, I'm going to cut off this side. And you know, seeing as I've been kind of ignoring guys the entire time, I'm going to show you how I cut. And probably going to fail for the first time in the video. Ooh, this is going to be awkward. Of course, you could plan ahead and cut this beforehand, but, you know, be smart. See if I can get this in camera. Alright, so now as you see, you've got your top, this extra flap. Now obviously, you're going to need to trim, in my case, this part as well as this part. Gonna trim this part off so this can slide in there and lock. So I'll be right back when that... Alright, so the first part of the trimming is done, which is this edge right here. So as you can see now, there's a spot for tab to slip in, which you can do like that. But as you see, mine is definitely a bit too wide for it, so I can't exactly wiggle my way in. So I'm gonna definitely cut this part off and definitely this part. Also, remember, the less you trim means that way it'll be a nicer fit, as well as it'll mean that the less you trim them, that means later you can make modifications if you really want to. So yes.